We kick off our preview and prediction series right here at the Voice of College Football for 2023 with the Washington Huskies. And what a job Kalen DeBoer did in season number 1 coming in from Fresno State. Didn't hurt that he had a rocket arm quarterback in Michael Penix who threw for about 4,600 yards. And what a season the Huskies turned in, going 11-2 with a bowl win against Texas, top 10 finish after the disaster left by Jimmy Lake, and going 4-8 in 2021. Will the Huskies continue to ascend, or do they plateau there in the Pac-12, or is there a conference championship in the making this fall? Well, let's start with Michael Penix there at quarterback. 31 touchdowns, 8 picks. He completed 68% of his passes as the Washington offense went from 115th in the nation to number 2 in all of college football. But the defense took a step back, surprisingly, as the Huskies took off in the win column, going 7-2 in the Pac-12. Number 23 in the nation, despite going 4-8. They went to 60th in total defense, and they lost a lot of personnel on the defensive side of the ball to the NFL draft, and guys like Jackson Kirkland and Jeremiah Martin, also Cam Bright moving on to the NFL, and Jordan Perryman. But they picked up 9 transfer portal additions, including cornerback Jabbar Muhammad coming in from Oklahoma State, number 3 rated according to Pro Football Focus in coverage in the nation. Also a key addition in Jermaine Bernard, who caught 7 passes and 2 touchdowns at Michigan State. And how about USC linebacker Raylan Goforth, who had 43 total tackles for the Trojans in 31 games in his career. He may be able to step in and make an impact. Rome Odunze is one of the best players in college football at the wide receiver position, 75 catches and 7 touchdowns from Michael Penix. Washington's got an interesting schedule. It includes no gimmies in the non-conference as they take on Boise State to kick it off in Seattle on September 2nd. They've got a date at Michigan State, of course. They completely annihilated the Spartans. Forget the score, 39-28. They annihilated Michigan State. Now they go to East Lansing in week 3. The Pac-12 openers against Cal on September 23rd. There is no Colorado and there is no UCLA on the schedule. Is that to the Huskies' benefit? Probably not, because UCLA is going to be a step back this season after a 9-4 campaign in 2022. And of course, Colorado looking to make a mark, but still a pretty bad football team, you would think. The tough stretch here is obvious. Late in the season, Washington goes to USC, then they've got Utah at home, then they go to Oregon State before the Apple Cup game against Washington State. The most likely losses for Washington this season, the trip to USC would be number 1 on the list. They also have Oregon State, as we mentioned. They've got a date against the Oregon Ducks, but that's at home. Utah's at home, and then again, we have ordered here the most likely losses for Washington. Michigan State is down the line. Boise State's a tricky one, though they've got that game at home, but a week 1 affair if you don't have your team ready and prepared and are in sync, but with a veteran coach and quarterback in play, you would think Washington would be safe, but expect the Broncos to challenge them in week 1. And then you see that there, again, are really no gimmies on the schedule for Washington. Huskies follow up that top 10 finish with a 9-3 campaign this season. That includes 3 losses in the Pac-12. That's prediction number 1. We are going to march through the entire Power 5. We're going to take your group of 5 requests. So if you've got any group of 5 teams that you would like to see us preview, analyze, and deliver a prediction, all the predictions will be unveiled by the end of the summer right here at the Voice of College Football.